Guys, what is good and what is going on, Sixer Nation? Your boy BLSG back in the building for another Philadelphia 76ers live play-by-play and reaction here on the channel. That's right, ladies and gents, we're back for another one here in this one to start off your guys' week here on this Monday evening in terms of the world of sports for your Philadelphia 76ers. As tonight, ladies and gents, we have ourselves a little bit of a duel here between two of the better centers in the NBA, leading the charges here as the 15-13 San Antonio Spurs with the record of 4-6 on the road take on the 9-17 Philadelphia 76ers with the record of 4-9 at home. The 76ers looking to get their fifth win here at the Wells Fargo Center. The Spurs looking for their straight win, playing as the road team, as the Sixers play host to the San Antonio Spurs, who have to get away from the Central Time area to come over to the East Coast side. So we shall see what happens, see if the Sixers can go ahead and find a way to get the win here over the San Antonio Spurs, and hopefully find a way to potentially win what would be 5 of their last 7 games if they can get this win here tonight against the San Antonio Spurs. But will they win tonight? We shall see, as kickoff or game time and the tip-off should get underway here in just a couple moments. But shout out to everyone who started coming through, ladies and gents. We only got one person obeying, but you know what? That's okay, because usually early on people don't start to file in until the middle of the stream or sometime later on the stream. So you know what? That's perfectly fine, because if you guys have not done so, as you guys are filing on in here, please be sure to go ahead and hit the like button on the stream. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. And everybody be sure to go ahead and share out the stream so we can bring more viewers up to the chat. You guys know how we rock and roll as always, so let's get down to business here. We typically start off with seeing who's up in the chat, but seeing that we don't really have anybody up in the chat right now based on the comment section, unfortunately, we don't even have to go through the chat. But since we can skip away from the chat, we can go ahead and go over the injury report for both the San Antonio Spurs and the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's go ahead and pull up the injuries here. See if there are any injuries for the San Antonio Spurs, since they are the visiting team here. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Let's see if there are any injury news here for the San Antonio Spurs. All right, let's just see. Looking at the San Antonio Spurs injury report, it really does show no injuries. So it looks like the Spurs are completely healthy and they are at full strength for this game. So for the San Antonio Spurs, ladies and gents, no injuries for them. So it makes it part of my job really easy here when it comes to going through these injuries. But now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side. So again, ladies and gents, no injuries for the San Antonio Spurs. We're going to get into the Philadelphia 76ers side here. And listed as out tonight for your Philadelphia 76ers, Tyrese Maxey was listed as day-to-day with an illness of some sort. But just so you guys know in advance, he is playing in this game. So he will draw the start at the point guard position. But actually listed as out here for the Philadelphia 76ers, shooting guard Eric Gordon will not play in tonight's game against the San Antonio Spurs after undergoing surgery on the right side of his mouth, according to Adam Aronson of PhillyVoice.com, who was the first one to go ahead and report it for your Philadelphia 76ers. Hopefully Eric Gordon is doing okay, even though we don't want to really see him on the floor to make sure that the veterans don't get the floor over the young guys like Ricky Council, so on and so forth. Still hoping that Eric Gordon is okay. He can come back to the team really soon. Also listed as out, everyone's going to already know about this because we have gone over this. We did go over this on the last stream that we did for the 76ers. But guard Jared McCain, they announced it last week that Jared McCain underwent successful surgery to repair a lateral meniscus tear and remains out indefinitely. So, according to Tim Bontemps of ESPN.com, who was the first one to go ahead and report it for your Philadelphia 76ers for the injury news of Jared McCain. So, the Sixers will be down two of their guards tonight in Eric Gordon and Jared McCain, but hopefully we do see the next man step up. That unfortunately means that we're going to continue to see minutes from guys like Kyle Lowry tonight. So it will be nice to have that veteran presence on the floor, but we need to play the youth, man. Play the youth is going to be the new hashtag. Play the youth. Yeah, I didn't realize the Spurs didn't have any players injured, so I mean that makes life a little bit easier for me. I mean, I'll take it though, to say the least. Here we go, ladies and gents. This game is about to get underway here in just a couple moments. In the meantime, before the game goes ahead and gets underway here, ladies and gents, go ahead and drop your score predictions down below in the chat. Let me know who you guys think is going to win this game tonight between the San Antonio Spurs and your Philadelphia 76ers. Can the Sixers find a way to come out here and get the win as the Philadelphia 76ers will be rocking their City Edition jerseys for this game tonight? As for the San Antonio Spurs, they will be rocking the classic black, white, and gray jerseys, which I do believe they must apparently be their away jerseys. See Joel Embiid on the Nintendo. Joel. Just trying to get dialed in, man. And now he's playing in the game tonight, as we already know. Joel Embiid's healthy, good to go. Another classic matchup between Joel Embiid and Victor Wembanyama. Joel Embiid in another mask once again. Joel Embiid versus Victor Wembanyama here in the tip-off. Tip-off set to get underway here from the Wells Fargo Center. City Edition, and the tip is underway. Victor Wembanyama is going to win the tip, and here we go from the Wells Fargo Center on City Edition night. As Chris Paul with the ball is going to get over to Devin Vassell. Vassell going to his left, going to find Jeremy Sochan. Sochan going to find Vassell over to Wembanyama, launching a triple. It's Wembanyama. Bounced off the iron, misses it, and will be picked up here by the Sixers. Here comes Maxey bringing the ball down the floor. Maxey going to find Oubre. Oubre guarded here by Chris Paul. Going to get it over to Joel Embiid. Embiid backing in, working against Wembanyama. Embiid taking contact, goes up, and he will be fouled early on. That's going to be against Victor Wembanyama, as it looks to be against the thin center. And yes, it will be against Victor Wembanyama, and Joel Embiid will step to the charity stripe here to shoot two free throws here to start off the game. What to watch for in this game for your Philadelphia 76ers? Defend without fouling, active hands, and limit the turnovers. First one on the line for Joel Embiid is true. Let's go. Starting lines real quick for both teams before Joel Embiid shoots the second free throw. For the San Antonio Spurs is going to be Chris Paul, Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sochan, Harrison Barnes, and Victor Wembanyama. And for your Philadelphia 76ers is going to be Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre, Paul George, KJ Martin, and Joel Embiid. So those will be the starting lineups for both teams in this game as Joel Embiid goes 2 of 2 from the charity stripe to start. Here's CP3 with the ball, who will get over to Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama going to be guarded here by Embiid as he gets it over to Devin Vassell. Solid defense by Paul George to start. Vassell going to his left. Vassell going to launch a triple, and it's going to barely hit off the front rim. But it looks like Vassell did get fouled here on this play. And he'll be fouled by Joel Embiid. And this will be a foul in shooting motion as well. So Devin Vassell will head to the charity stripe here to shoot 3 free throws since he did get fouled outside the three-point line. And no wonder why that shot came up short for Devin Vassell on the three-point attempt. First free throw of 3 at the line for Devin Vassell is going to come up short here. And the San Antonio Spurs will still be down 2-0 through the first free throw for Devin Vassell. Devin Vassell, at most now, can just tie up this ball game. Second one at the line goes through the cylinder. So now can Devin Vassell make the third and final free throw and tie up this game at 2 points apiece? Third and final free throw for Devin Vassell is going to go off the iron and off the glass, but it's going to go through the cylinder. And Devin Vassell will tie up this game at 2 points apiece and 2 trips to the free throw line so far for both teams to start off the scoring. Here's Paul George with the ball. George from just outside the free throw line, and it's good for Paul George. PGA getting things started. They need a big game from Paul George. That's what they were saying on the pregame. They said that Paul George needs to have a big game and step up when it matters. And this better be the game to do it. As Vassell with the ball, going to kick a little bounce pass over to Jeremy Sochan. To find Chris Paul. Over to Wembanyama. Wembanyama going to drive against the B, going to go to work. And that is stripped away by KJ Martin. Here comes Philadelphia. KJ Martin with the ball. Gets over to Embiid. Embiid at the right wing. Embiid kicking it over to KJ Martin. KJ Martin can't handle it. Back to Embiid for 3. Got it to go. Joel Embiid making his presence known as he launches one from three-point land. And Embiid coming away with the strip and the steal. Here come the Sixers. Maxey to KJ Martin, who goes up and cannot finish it. But Embiid trying to rebound the ball, cannot get the foul call. And it'll be stripped away by the Spurs. Sochan out to Vassell in the corner for triple and hits it. Devin Vassell finding a way to hit the corner triple, but the Sixers will still remain up by 2. Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. We'll get it over to Embiid at the top. Embiid will kick it out to Tyrese Maxey, guarded by Jeremy Sochan. Maxey going to drive, going to lay it up, off the glass and through the cylinder goes Tyrese Maxey. Here comes Harrison Barnes down the other end, going to kick it out to Wembanyama. Launching a triple is Wemby. Hits off the backboard, didn't even hit the rim, and it'll be rebounded here by the Sixers, and here comes Philly. Maxey with the ball, fakes the step back, gets it to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Wembanyama. Embiid looking, is double teamed by Sochan and Wembanyama. Embiid still waiting, kicks it out. Oubre from the top of the key is open a little bit, misses the mark, rebounded here by Wemby. And here come the San Antonio Spurs, just about 3 minutes in. Chris Paul with the ball here, taking it down the floor. Paul going to get past Maxey, now guarded here by Embiid. Chris Paul driving, going to the right, launches a shot here for 2 in the paint, cannot find it. Rebounded by Oubre, and here come the Sixers. Kelly Oubre taking a trip down the floor, going to flip it to Embiid. Embiid pump faking, jabbing, launching 3 is Joel. Misses the mark, rebounded by CP3. Now Chris Paul taking it down the floor, kicks it out. Vassell the triple. Can't bring it home. Rebounding here by KJ Martin. Into the hands of Tyrese Maxey now. The team's point guard. Maxey to his left around the screen. Launching a triple. Has open space. Off the back iron. Misses it. Maxey going to launch another one. Misses off the back iron again. And rebounding here by the Spurs. As Sochan's going to find Wemby over to Devin Vassell. Back over to Wembanyama. Over to Jeremy Sochan. Sochan going to drive, going to lay it up off the glass, and it is good for Jeremy Sochan. Jeremy Sochan switching up the look with the green hair instead of the hair that he had last year. I don't know if he's been like that all season or if he decided to dye it not that long ago. But here's Maxey with the ball. Maxey going to find Paul George. George guarded by Devin Vassell coming around the screen. Paul George looking up the baseline, trying to put it off the glass, and Paul George will be fouled in shooting motion by Devin Vassell. And PG8 will step to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 free throws and an opportunity here to put the 76ers back up by 4. First one on the line for Paul George is good through the cylinder. Second one on the line for Paul George. Swirls the iron and misses, and it'll be rebounded here by Victor Wembanyama right under the basket. Now Wembanyama going to bring it down the floor. Going to get it over to Jeremy Sochan. Sochan going to find Wembanyama launching a triple off the back iron and cannot go through the hole. Rebounded by George to KJ Martin. Down the other end, blocked by Wemby and picked up by Sochan. Into the hands of Paul George over to Vassell. Back to CP3 over to Wembanyama over to Sochan, and he will bank it off the glass. Here we go. There's Embiid with the ball. Embiid looking. Kicks it out. Georgia triple PGA. Nylon! Paul George through the cylinder it goes. And a timeout called here by San Antonio. PGH says y'all going to call that timeout. And we're getting a chance to sit down with an opportunity to be back up by 4. They're just over 5 minutes into this first quarter. Your Philadelphia 76ers continuing to find ways to maintain the lead. And your Philadelphia 76ers will be up by 4 points over the San Antonio Spurs. Over 5 minutes into this game, 13-9, as we will proceed on with this first quarter after the commercial breaks come to a close. Guys, let me know who's up in the chat. Let me know who's up in the chat. We got 3 people in here, but nobody has yet to comment. Let me know who's up in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Solid start for the Sixers here, though. That's what I like to see. No, it wasn't pretty to start out the game, but it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. So you got to play 4 good quarters of basketball in order to win the games. Just to win any game in general. So, at the end of the day, take it one possession at a time. Find a way to win. They literally said on the pregame that they need a big game coming out of Paul George. And so far, Paul George is the team's leading scorer through 5 minutes. Let's see if he can keep it that way and pick up this pace. Someone has to step up. I mean, Joel Embiid is still in he's still in one of those face masks for crying out loud. So someone else has to step up and make a play because Joel Embiid can only do so much with the mask on. And we've seen it in recent history. We've seen it before. Again, ladies and gents, no injuries for the San Antonio Spurs. And as for the 76ers, no Eric Gordon and no Jared McCain. But here we go. Your game action is back on here between the Spurs and the Sixers. Here's CP3 with the ball and get over to Jeremy Sochan. Sochan guarded by KJ Morgan. Get over to Devin Vassell, who fades away on the shot for 2. And it is good for Devin Vassell. I actually like Devin Vassell. I did pick him up in fantasy basketball. So, yeah, I really do like Devin Vassell, man. Absolutely. Here we go. There's Maxey with the ball here. Maxey going to find George. George going to get over to Kelly Oubre. Oubre with the ball going to find George. George out to Maxey. Open in the corner for 3. Off the sidestep is Maxey. Cannot get it to go. Rebounding here by the Spurs. And here they come bringing it down the floor. As now Chris Paul will bring it down the floor with him. CP3 with the ball, working on the basket, kicks it out. Harrison Barnes a triple, cannot find a rebound here by the Sixers. As Maxey with the ball will get over to Embiid. Embiid going to kick it out to Maxey. Going to flip it back to Embiid. So far, run the pick and roll. Embiid going to lose it. But it will stay with the Sixers here. The ball will go out of bounds. Speaking of lineup changes here, Charles Bassey, the former Sixer, ladies and gentlemen, will check into the game here to replace Victor Wembanyama. As Maxey inbounds the ball here to KJ Martin, going to get over to Embiid. Embiid faking the handoff. Embiid guarded by Bassey. Embiid the shot here for 2. Swirls the iron and misses. And will be rebounded here by the Spurs. And here comes Jeremy Sochan. Sochan looking for options. Finds Paul George. Not Paul George, excuse me, Chris Paul. Chris Paul looking for options here. Chris Paul going to flip it to Sochan. Sochan to the right. Sochan gonna lose it, but repossess it. Sochan off the window, gets it to go, and one here for Jeremy Sochan. And this foul will be called here against Kelly Oubre, and this will send Jeremy Sochan to the charity stripe for one more and a chance at a three-point play. But good concentration right there by Jeremy Sochan to finish that shot up off the glass and through the cylinder. And apparently does a one-handed technique for his free throws, but the shot does go through the cylinder to put the San Antonio Spurs up by a single point. There's Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. Going to get over to Paul George. George guarded here by, I do believe he's guarded by Vassell. George launches a triple off the back iron again. Misses it, and will be rebounding here by the Spurs. Stephon Castle also entered the game here to replace Chris Paul. Castle with the ball, going to try to oop it up to Bassey, and Bassey gets denied by the Sixers. And here comes Philly down the floor. Maxey out to Oubre. Oubre going to flip it to Maxey. Maxey at the top of the key, going to find Embiid in the paint. Embiid, fadeaway shot for Joel is off the mark. Rebounding here by Jeremy Sochan. Sochan going to get it over to Harrison Barnes, who kicks it out towards Stephon Castle. Castle to Bassey for two, gets it up and through the cylinder. But KJ Martin will be called for a foul here on the floor. So it will just be an inbound pass here coming for the Spurs. Also, a couple lineup changes coming here for both sides of the ball as Julian Champagnie will enter the game here to replace Harrison Barnes. And then Kyle Lowry enters the game to replace Tyrese Maxey. And it looks like, can't see who else checking in. And Reggie Jackson will also check into the game to replace Kelly Oubre. So some veteran presence coming onto the floors. We will get Kyle Lowry minutes, and same thing for Reggie Jackson. I do believe the Sixers also had Julian Champagnie too, if I do recall. Julian Champagnie now becoming one of the more dangerous players in the league as a role player. So definitely Julian Champagnie is another player to keep an eye out for on this San Antonio Spurs team. Oh, but what are we conversing about with KJ Martin and the staff? Like, what are we talking about? Stop. Why are we getting a look at KJ Martin? Oh, he's got a little boo-boo. KJ Martin got a little boo-boo. Crying out loud. Let's go. KJ Martin got a little boo-boo on his arm. Here we go. Inbound passes in here. Is now Castle with the ball. You get over to Charles Bassey, who will float up for two here, and that gets denied by the rim. Rebound here by the Sixers. As Lowry gets it to KJ Martin. Martin going to try to lay it up and gets denied by the rim as well. Sochan the rebound here. Going to try to get it over to Stephon Castle. Castle going to flip it to Sochan to pump fakes. Kicks it out. Champagnie onto the triple. Off the back iron, misses. Rebound here by KJ Martin. Into the hands of Paul George now off the pass. PG going to back in. Going to come around the screen. PG with the crossover. Paul George going to kick it out to Embiid. Embiid faking the pass. Embiid coming into the paint. Embiid says, I'm coming through, and I'm putting the shot up and through the cylinder, even with my mask on. As Joel Embiid allows the Sixers to retake the lead. Now here comes Stephon Castle. Castle with the ball, looking for an option here while standing on the logo. Castle going to the right. Castle driving. Castle kicks it out to Sochan. Sochan the triple. Comes up short, rebounding here by Embiid. And here come the Sixers. Embiid passes it to Lowry. Lowry around the screen. Tries to get it over to Embiid. The ball goes off of the leg of Bassey. Embiid with the ball backing in. Embiid spinning, pump faking, fading. Shot is up, misses. But a foul will be called here against the former Sixer, Charles Bassey. And Joel Embiid will step to the charity striker to shoot two free throws and a chance to increase this Sixers lead. Slightly over 3 minutes left to go here in this first quarter, and Joel Embiid can increase the lead up to 3 and make it 17-14 with over 3 minutes left. First one on the line here for Joel Embiid is good. And a line of change will be put into the game here for the Spurs as Keldon Johnson will enter the game here for the first time to replace Jeremy Sochan. The first one is up and through here for Joel Embiid. Let's see if he can go 2 of 2 while he does have the mask off. Second one on the line here for Embiid is good as well. Joel Embiid going 2 for 2. I like it, Joel. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Here we go. Stephon Castle bringing it down the floor here for the San Antonio Spurs. Castle going to kick it out. Keldon Johnson launching the 3. Cannot find the basket here. Rebounded by the Sixers. Here comes George down the other end. BG kicking out to Embiid. Embiid pump faking. Embiid jabbing. Embiid crossing over. Embiid looking. Kicks out. Lowry pumping. Lowry trying to oop it up to KJ Martin. Finds him. And KJ Martin will finish at the rack. KJ Martin making a layup here. Increases the lead up to 5. Here's Castle with the ball. Castle looking, going to find Bassey. Bassey going to go up for 2. Swirls the iron and misses. Rebound here by Embiid. Here come the Sixers. Paul George going to the left around the screen. George running into traffic. Kicks it out to Embiid. Embiid to Reggie Jackson. Jackson going to find Embiid. Embiid trying to kick it out to Lowry. It'll go off of Lowry's leg out of bounds. That did not look like the greatest pass here from Joel Embiid. Trying to let Embiid know that it was all good. But that's going to be a timeout by the Sixers, I do believe, to talk things over. And yes, there will be a timeout called by the Sixers. The Sixers increasing their lead up to 5, though, with 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. The Sixers have some good momentum right now. But can they keep it going to the end of the first? It is your Philadelphia 76ers 19 and the San Antonio Spurs with 14. With 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter, your 76ers have a 5-point lead. But yeah, guys, let me know who's up in the chat. Let me know who's up in here. We got 4 people up in the chat, but nobody has hit the comment, which is actually surprising through the first quarter. So, guys, let me know who's up in the chat, man. We got trivia coming up next at the end of the first. Overall, guys, my overall thoughts so far. Good start for the Sixers, though. Also, a really solid start to begin this game. I mean, sure, they might only have 19 points, but excuse me. They might only have 19 points with 2 minutes to go, but they're holding the Spurs to 14 points. Let's see how they're doing shooting-wise here. They're not making a lot of threes. I wanted to see them pick it up in the 3-point game. And they just need to make more shots from inside, too. So I definitely want to see them do better in those aspects. So, I mean, we shall see if they can find a way to flip the script here and put on a couple shots to increase the lead some more, hopefully. We shall see, though. Several lineup changes coming for both teams as Tyrese Maxey, Caleb Morton, Andre Drummond, and Gershon Yabusele will all enter the game to replace Joel Embiid, Paul George, KJ Martin, and Reggie Jackson. And then for the San Antonio Spurs, Victor Wembanyama, and Trey Jones will both enter the game to replace Charles Bassey and Devin Vassell. As Wembanyama comes through, blocked by Yabusele. Rebounding here by Maxey. Off the tip from Drummond. Going to get over to Yabusele, over to Caleb Martin. Martin looking for options here, going to the right. Martin going to bounce past it over to Drummond. Drummond going to find Maxey. Maxey trying to oop it up to Drummond. Drummond cannot handle it. It touches the baseline. Here comes Lowry on the inside, going to find Drummond. Drummond off the glass, gets denied by Wembanyama. Into the hands of Julian Champagnie. Here come the Spurs. Stephon Castle with the ball now. Castle going to try to bank it home and does so. Stephon Castle. I do believe he is a rookie too. So yes, Stephon Castle I think is also having a really nice season. Here we go. Here's Maxey with the ball here. Sixers looking to respond. Maxey going to the left. Trying to use Drummond as a screen. Maxey going to lay it up for two. Cannot find it. Rebounded by Wembanyama. Here come the Spurs. Wembanyama going to find Stephon Castle. Castle oops it up to Victor Wembanyama, who slams it through the cylinder with an absolute tomahawk of a dunk. Here comes Lowry with the ball down the floor. Lowry going to his right. Guarded here by Trey Jones, I do believe. Max kicking it out. Or Lowry kicking out to Martin for the triple. Cannot find it. Rebounded here by Victor Wembanyama into the hands of Julian Champagnie. Now Wembanyama with the ball over to Stephon Castle. Castle driving. Castle, the fadeaway shot for two is good. Stephon Castle putting it through the cylinder here for the Spurs. And giving the Spurs the lead by one. Second lead change of the day, if I am not mistaken. Maxey using Embiid as a screen. Picks it up. And with 6.5 left, we have a foul here against Stephon Castle. Yeah, let me check real quick. Stephon Castle's a rookie, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew he was a rookie. Yeah, he was a young dude. Lowry on this play gets plucked and blocked by Wembanyama. And same thing with Caleb Martin. Oh, my. Victor Wembanyama blocks two people at the same time. And with that long wingspan from Victor Wembanyama, that is how this first quarter, ladies and gents, will come to a close. As we come to the end of one, we have a low-scoring first quarter here in this one from the Wells Fargo Center. But is the San Antonio Spurs somehow finding a way to go on a 6-0 run in the final 2 minutes to take the lead back over the Philadelphia 76ers with the score of 20-19 as we head on to quarter number two with 12 minutes down and 12 more minutes coming up. There we go. We finally got somebody up in the chat. What's going on, SG Sports Talk? Appreciate you for coming through and tuning in, being the first one up in the live stream towards the end of the first quarter. Appreciate my guy for coming through and stopping on by to the broadcast. Hit the like button if you have not done so, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. Because I'm going to the mall with my family to go early Christmas shopping. Love the holidays so much. Hey, man, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I have the next 2 days off of work tomorrow, and I absolutely love it. I don't have to go back in until Thursday, so I absolutely love it. Getting off the next 2 days and then having to go back on Thursday and only having to work 3 days, I'll take it. Yeah, hopefully the Sixers can start out this second quarter with a bang here, and hopefully they can get things going here in the second quarter and not let up anything big. So looks like they are going to keep the same 5 players out there, I think. Yeah, so it's going to be Maxi, Lowry, Martin, Yabusele, and Andre Drummond as the Sixers will start with the ball here to begin the second quarter. And here comes Caleb Martin, launching a three from the right corner and launching it and drilling it through the cylinder. Here come the Spurs down the other end as we get started immediately out of commercial break. Here comes Julian Champagnie, going to get over to Victor Wembanyama, launching a shot here for 2 and is good here for Victor Wembanyama. Responding early, and now, just like that, ladies and gents, it's a tie ball game yet again. Here's Caleb Martin with the ball. Martin trying to kick it out to Andre Drummond, I do believe was trying to look for, but that gets batted out of bounds. It'll actually be Caleb Martin as the last one to touch it, and it will go in possession of San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama already with 4 blocks, by the way, which is absolutely insane. Wembanyama pump faking, driving. Wembanyama off the glass, cannot get to go. Rebounded by Yabusele. Great defense by Yabu. Maxi, the jab. Out to Lowry, a triple. Comes up short. Rebounded by Caleb Martin, who took it away from Stephon Castle. But Caleb Martin will be called for the foul, as apparently he made contact with the rookie. Stephon Castle, the 4th overall pick out of UConn, does get fouled by Caleb Martin, and now the Spurs will have possession. Here's Castle with the ball off the pass from Champagnie, going to get over to Wembanyama. Wembanyama coming down the other end, tries to throw a dart, and that's intercepted by Caleb Martin. Here he comes down the floor, gives it to Maxi. Maxi goes up, cannot find it. But the foul will be called here. I do believe that's going to be against the rookie out of UConn in Stephon Castle. And Tyrese Maxey will head his way to the charity stripe to hopefully make 2 free throws here and hopefully allow the Sixers to regain the lead by 2. But yeah, you have the young guard Maxey working against the rookie in Stephon Castle. Maxey draws the foul and will put it up and we'll take 2 free throws from the charity stripe. As the first one of the line is good here for Tyrese Maxey, who will look to give the Sixers a 2-point lead here with 10:24 left to go here in the first half. Tyrese Maxey getting set here to attempt the second free throw. Second free throw at the line here for Tyrese Maxey is true. And Maxey's been given the green light here to make both free throws here. 24-22, the Sixers have the lead. There's Trey Jones with the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Go to here by Caleb Martin in a drive. Is Trey Jones. Kicking out. Keldon Johnson, a triple. Too strong and too long. Rebounded by Drummond. Here comes Oubre. Down the other end. Oubre going to find Drummond. Drummond going to get it over to Maxey. Maxey looking for options here. Maxey coming on the inside. Maxey tries to get out there. Can't find anybody, but Drummond picks it up and puts it back off the glass. Andre Drummond putting it up and in through the cylinder after not having the initial possession. Trey Jones with the ball, going to find Chris Paul. Over to Wembanyama, going to find Trey Jones. Trey Jones kicking out. Champagnie a triple. Cannot find it as he goes too far to the left, off the iron, and rebounded here by the Sixers. Max to the ball. Jabbing and driving. Lays it up. 10-9 by Wembanyama again. What's that? Wembanyama's like 6th block of the game already? My goodness. Here comes Chris Paul with the ball. Going to find Wembanyama, who oops it up to Keldon Johnson. It is good for Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson is also another player I like on this team. You know, he's a nice, scrappy role player. As Kelly Oubre with the ball, going to get over to Gershon Yabusele. Yabusele guarded here. I believe that is by Keldon Johnson. We'll find Andre Drummond. We'll get it over to Oubre. Oubre going to drive, work against Champagnie, and it's good for Kelly Oubre as he puts it up in the paint and puts it through the hole. Trey Jones with the ball, going to find Keldon Johnson, who throws one down the hatches. And Keldon Johnson says, we're not done, and we're going to take the lead back at some point in this quarter. Here comes Oubre with the ball down the other end. Oubre going to find Maxey. Maxey driving. Tries to find Oubre, Maxey tries to get it out there, but that will be stolen away by Trey Jones in the hands of Champagnie. It looked like it went off of Keldon Johnson as the pass was trying to go towards him, but it's going to remain with the Spurs here. But look at Keldon Johnson getting past Andre Drummond. That dunk was absolutely violent, and what a thunderous throwdown that was by Keldon Johnson. Look at that, 6 blocks for Victor Wembanyama. This is crazy. As off the inbound here, in which Chris Paul was about set to do the inbound, we have Drummond out here just shoving Wembanyama out of the way, and more so just shoving him to the ground. And that is going to cost Andre Drummond a technical here. It's a technical free throw for Chris Paul, who attempts it, is good. And the Spurs will also get possession and a shot at the lead. Come on, Drummond. You cannot be making those mental mistakes. Come on now. Inbound pass is in. Oh, what? What now? Oh, Nick Nurse is mad. Nick Nurse is pissed. And Andre Drummond just got ejected from the game by getting his second technical. So I don't know what they're going to do here. Drummond is out of the game, and he's going to finish with 2 points. Drummond is frustrated as he makes his way over to the locker room, and Drummond's night is done. Look at that. Drummond backs in. Oh, come on. Oh, they got him for that? Come on now. He didn't even do nothing. Stop. Stop. No. No. He flopped. That should be a technical on Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama absolutely flopped. Bring Drummond back out of the locker room. Heck no. Yeah, bring Drummond back from the locker room. Let's go. Yeah, there ain't no way. He absolutely flopped. There's no way. Yeah, get Drummond back from the locker room. Let's go. Like, how are you going to say that's a foul? How are you going to say that's a technical foul on Andre Drummond? We clearly witnessed Victor Wembanyama flopping to the ground. And flopping is now considered a technical foul. So bring Andre Drummond back into this game. Let's go. And Andre Drummond's even saying that's soft. Drummond didn't even do anything. Okay, so they're tangled up for a second. They didn't even do nothing. Nah, heck no. Heck no. That's a flopping foul on Victor Wembanyama. Heck no. Nah. Heck no. No. There's absolutely no way. No. Drummond gets ejected for that? Absolutely not. No. No. Get Drummond back out here. Get Drummond back out here. Yeah, that's not a second technical on Andre Drummond. Stop. Come on. Thank you. It's a technical against Victor Wembanyama. Stop. Yeah, get Drummond back from the locker room. Let's go. Let's go. Enough of this flopping funny business. Yeah, get Drummond back on out here. Let's go. Yeah, they're saying, yo, Drummond, get on back out. You're back in the game. Ha ha ha. Yeah, bring him back on out. Let's go. Yeah, everyone start giving this man a round of applause. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Flop. Victor Floppanyama. Yeah. Victor Floppanyama. That's what we're going to call him now. Victor Floppanyama. That's right. Get Drummond back on out here. Let's go. Yeah, Drummond says he's about to make you pay. Oh, you woke up the bear now. Oh, you woke up the bear now. Nah, it's over. It's over. It's time for Drummond to drop a double on your head, Wendy. Yeah, you're done. You're done now. Come on now, let's go. Oh what? Oh what now? Stop. Stop. Come on. Let's go. Let's get it started. Come on. Yeah, let's go here. Paul George set, or why do I keep saying Paul George? Chris Paul set to inbound here. Inbounds to Wembanyama, who will get over to Chris Paul. Back over to Wembanyama. Launch a triple, and it's good for Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, Victor Floppanyama. How about that? Yeah, Baselli going to lob it up here to Tyrese Maxey. Guarded here by Trey Jones. Maxey going to float up for two, and it's good for Tyrese Maxey. All right, now I want the Sixers to win this game more than ever. Let's go. Let's go here. Come on. Here's Chris Paul with the ball. Going to lob it up to Champagnie, who cannot control it. And the Sixers will have possession. Let's go. Victor Floppanyama. Let's go. Enough funny business. Here we go. Maxey with the ball here. Going to find Kelly Oubre. He's going to lay up denied by Wembanyama again. Oh my gosh. It's going to stay with the Sixers though. Oh my gosh. How many? What is that? Like 7 blocks in the first half for Victor Wembanyama? Oh my gosh. What is the record for the most blocks in the game in San Antonio Spurs history? Like, this is ridiculous, man. All right, lineup changes coming in here from both sides as Jeremy Sochan will re-enter the game here to replace Trey Jones. And Paul George and Joel Embiid will both re-enter the game to replace Gershon Yabusele and Andre Drummond. And Andre Drummond getting the standing O from the fans as the fans continue to clap for him for coming out of that damn locker room. That's right. Yeah, Victor Floppanyama in the chat. Let's go. Maxey launched a triple. Got it to go. Come on. It's our time, baby. Enough of this flopping business. Let's go. Enough of this monkey business here. Chris Paul with the ball. Going to find Jeremy Sochan. Sochan, guarded by Embiid, gets over to Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson going to lose it for a second, but re-picked up by Chris Paul. Paul trying to find Johnson. Picked up by Paul again. Going to find Sochan off the glass, and it's good for Jeremy Sochan. Victor Floppanyama. Yeah. He thought he could get away with that? Like, heck no. Max to the ball, going to spin, kick it out. And B launching a three. Airmails it. And the Spurs will retake possession of the basketball here. Who called a timeout? Looks like the Sixers called a timeout here. Talking things over. I doubt they're challenging anything. But ladies and gents, with just over 6.5 minutes left to go here in the first half, the Philadelphia 76ers hang on to a slight lead over the San Antonio Spurs with the score of 33-32. And this game just got really spicy after that Victor Wembanyama flop, man. I'll tell you what, man. This game just got real spicy. Oh, yes, it did. Yeah, you woke up the bear now. It's time for Drummond to go for a double-double tonight. Let's go. It's time for Andre Drummond to go for a double-double, man. Come on. I was gonna say that foul. The way that they ejected Andre Drummond initially, that was soft. That was so soft, dude. I mean, come on now. But ladies and gents, in the meantime, real quick, while we do have the commercial break, we're gonna go ahead and dive into our trivia question of the day. And again, ladies and gents, we're gonna kind of do the tradition of multiple choice here. I think it makes it a little bit easier because we get more interactions from the fans. But our trivia question of the day: how many points did Allen Iverson score in Game 2 of the second round of the 2001 NBA playoffs? A, 40 points. B, 20 points. C, 54 points. Or D, 31 points for Allen Iverson. Provide me with your answer down below in the chat. We will read off the answers at halftime. I should leave it up for a little bit, but at the same time, I want to keep you guys updated with the scoreboard here. So I'll actually leave this up until we get another timeout. So you guys can have an opportunity to answer down below in the chat. Yeah, Andre Drummond said I'm not going out like that. I'm not going out like that. I love it. Let's go. Let's go. Enough of this monkey business. Victor Wembanyama's got 7 blocks in this first half. That is ridiculous. I mean, when you have a wingspan as long as Victor Wembanyama's and you're a center in a guard's body, I mean, it is ridiculous, dude. Here we go. Game action is back on here. As Wembanyama with the ball, going to work into the paint, going to try to find Sochan, and it's taken away. Here comes Philly. And Kelly Oubre cannot find an option, but Maxey will pick up the ball. Maxey going to work the baseline, working against Harrison Barnes. Maxey's still working to find Joel Embiid. Embiid guarded by Sochan. Embiid looking, jabbing. Embiid backing in, getting triple team. Embiid the fadeaway. Almost makes the shot still. Rebounded by Julian Champagnie. Bro, that would have been crazy if Joel Embiid would have made that. Here comes Chris Paul. Launching three is Paul and hits it. Jeez, dude, come on. You can't defend almost 40-year-old Chris Paul. Come on now. Here we go. There's Maxey bringing the ball down the floor. Maxey looking for options here going to the left. Maxey guarded by Sochan. Maxey going to find Joel Embiid. Embiid going to have that ball go out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Sixers, as apparently it must have went off of Victor Wembanyama. So it's going to stay with Philly with 5:32 left to go here in the first half. And speaking of the time here, we do have lineup changes here before the next possession gets underway. Charles Bassey and Devin Vassell will both enter the game to replace Julian Champagnie and Victor Wembanyama. As George launches the shot here for three, cannot get it to go here for three. It's going to be rebounded here. It's going to be rebounded here by the Spurs here. As Chris Paul's going to bring it down the floor. Paul gets it over to Sochan, back over to Chris Paul. Chris Paul launching the three. Cannot get it to go. Rebounded here by Paul George. And here come the Sixers. PG crossing over. PG going to the left. PG going to dump it off to Yabusele, and Yabusele cannot handle it. Picked up here by Chris Paul. Paul going to get it over to Devin Vassell. Over to Harrison Barnes. Launching at three. Cannot get it to go. Rebounding here by Tyrese Maxey. Maxey going to find Gershon Yabusele, who will throw it down at the rack. And here comes Gershon. And here come your Sixers to tie this game up at 35. Chris Paul gets it over to Sochan. Sochan's going to lose it. And it's going to go with the Sixers. Here we go. Come on. We're not done yet. We're not done the first half yet, baby. We're going to continue to keep on going. We're not done. We're nowhere even close to done, man. We still got the second half yet, for crying out loud. But again, more lineup changes coming in here from both sides, as KJ Morton and Kyle Lowry will enter the game to replace Gershon Yabusele and Tyrese Maxey. And then Victor Wembanyama enters the game here to replace Charles Bassey. Oubre in the corner for a triple launch at three. Cannot find it. Rebound here by the Spurs. Off of Vassell and in the hands of Chris Paul. Back over to Devin Vassell. Vassell going to drive, going to put it up for two. Cannot find it. Grabs his hand. Grabs his wrist, rather, I should say. You see Jeremy Sochan, Harrison Barnes, and all the teammates surrounding Vassell. Hopefully Devin Vassell will be all right. And this foul will go against Joel Embiid, so this will send Devin Vassell to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 free throws and an opportunity to allow the Spurs to regain the lead. First one on the line here for Devin Vassell is good. Second one coming to the line here for Devin Vassell, which is true. And Devin Vassell been given the green light on both free throws as he connects on back-to-back shots. Here's Embiid with the ball, bringing it down the other end, under 4 minutes to play. Now Max with the ball, going to find Oubre, going to get over to Paul George. George looking, comes on the inside. George, guarded by Sochan. George finds Embiid for the three. Can't get to go. Rebounded by George. Kicking out. KJ Martin, the triple from the corner. Airmails it. Rebounded by Devin Vassell here for the Spurs. And Vassell will bring it down the other end. Going to find Wembanyama. Wembanyama trying to find Vassell. It'll go last off of Vassell. And the Sixers will take possession of the basketball. Devin Vassell loses the shoe. Puts it back on. Lowry to George in the corner for three. Comes up short. Rebounded by Oubre for the moment, but it'll go out of bounds off of Oubre, and it will go with the San Antonio Spurs. No team is shooting well here from three-point range in the first half. The Spurs are shooting 20%. The Sixers shooting about 22%. Vassell launching the shot here from just outside the paint for two. Cannot find it. Rebounded here by the Sixers. Here comes Embiid jabbing and driving into Victor Wembanyama. And that's going to be a charge. And another foul going to go against Joel Embiid. But Embiid's not worried about it. Oh, and here comes Embiid to go complain to the official. Here he goes. Oh, don't even start. Oh, and they just gave Joel a technical. For now, they just gave him a technical. Here we go. And B wants to fight back. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, my gosh. First Andre Drummond, now Joel Embiid. The mask is off. The mask is off. Oh. The mask is off, and Joel Embiid is pissed. He is ejected with 9 points. And Embiid just got tossed out of the game. It looked like we were going to see a Devin Bona tonight. But Drummond comes back first after what initially was an ejection for him with 2 straight technicals. Now Embiid is out for the rest of the game. And now Drummond is going to get some serious minutes for the remainder of this contest. It's getting spicy up in Philly, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting spicy up in Philly. Oh, my. Getting a little spicy up in Philly. Oh, my. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this game has been crazy so far. I'm going to change the scoreboard real quick. Ladies and gents, we might actually get a shot at seeing the Dembona tonight. I'm not even kidding. We might be seeing some of Dembona tonight. I'm not even kidding you. Ladies and gentlemen, at least we got the Allen Iverson shirt tonight. We got to have the Allen Iverson shirt for this one. Because I'll tell you what, man, it's getting real spicy. It's getting real heated real quick. And Tyrese Maxey will enter the game here to replace Joel Embiid. So now Gershon Yabusele will slide over to small ball center. And here we go. Here's the replay of Joel Embiid getting double technical by the official. Oh my gosh, right up in the official's face as CP3 shoots the technical free throw, which it is good. And apparently gets two of them because it was back-to-back technicals by Joel. So Embiid is done for the game. So we're going to have Gershon Yabusele and Andre Drummond probably split minutes here. Can we just see some of Dembona? Let's play the youth, baby. Come on. Yeah, you got Joel Embiid getting right up in the official's face after the first one. Yeah, and Kyle Lowry says back off, but Embiid refuses to do so. Here we go. Next man up, though, as Chris Paul finds Wembanyama off the back of the iron. Rebounded by the Sixers. Here comes Maxey. Maxey looking for options, kicking out. George driving, comes inside, kicks it out to Lowry. Lowry back out to George. George a triple. Nylon. Paul George. A triple from the right wing. And the Sixers not backing down as they are just down by a point. And Harrison Barnes trying to find Wembanyama, but a foul will be called against Gershon Yabusele on the floor with under 2.5 minutes left to go. The Spurs will keep the ball as the Sixers are yet to be out of fouls to give. They still have 3 fouls left to give here. The San Antonio Spurs just with 1. Chris Paul set to inbound here. Inbounds to Sochan. Sochan guarded by KJ Martin, going to find Devin Vassell. Vassell going to his left. Vassell back to the right. Vassell at the top of the key now. Vassell driving, working, kicks out. Barnes, the triple. Cannot find it. Rebounded by KJ Martin. Now into the hands of Tyrese Maxey. Maxey looking. Loses it, but will be fouled here on the play by Devin Vassell. And this will give the Sixers an opportunity to get some points here and take the lead back over the Spurs, as this will be an inbound pass here coming from Philadelphia, in which it looks like Kyle Lowry is going to be the one doing it. Can the Sixers come away with points here? Lowry set the inbound. Lobs up to George. George does not want the layup. Kicks out to Martin. Yabusele, the three. Got it! The French player playing for France in the Olympics knocks down the triple. Here come the Spurs. CP3 going to find Vassell at the logo. Vassell coming inside, kicks it out. Wembanyama from inside the three-point line and knocks it down. And this game is tight with 1:40 left to go. Here's Maxey over to KJ Martin. Going to find Yabusele. Yabusele going to lose it, but is fouled by Harrison Barnes. And Gershon Yabusele will head to the charity stripe for 2 free throws to give the Sixers an opportunity to regain the lead once again here in this first half. And what a three-pointer from Gershon Yabusele. We have not seen a lot this season, but when it matters, Gershon Yabusele says, I'll take that three and give us the lead. First one at the line is good for Gershon Yabusele. That'll be the first of 2 coming for the young player out of France, playing for the French team in the Olympics. Yabusele looking for the second one to go through the cylinder. Yabusele fires it and hits it. Gershon Yabusele going 2 of 2 from the stripe and puts the Sixers up by 2. Here comes Chris Paul. Into the hands of Wembanyama it goes to Vassell. Vassell going to lob it up to CP3. CP3 around a screen. Kicks it out to Vassell. Vassell, the mid-range jumper is good, just outside the paint. And he will knock it down here for 2. Once again, tying the game up. Maxey, as we go back and forth. To Lowry, back to Maxey. The floater for Maxey is true. Tyrese Maxey. We continue to go back and forth here from the WFC. And the Sixers will once again regain the lead by 2 with under a minute to go. Here comes CP3 to Sochan. Sochan getting double teamed for a second. Sochan spinning. Fading away on the shot for 2 and is fouled. And this will come against KJ Morton. And this will send Jeremy Sochan to the charity stripe to shoot 2 free throws with just outside 49 seconds left here in the first half. And we go back and forth and back and forth. And this game will probably get tied up again. First one of the line is good here for Jeremy Sochan. I'm not even sure if this is a new free throw style for Jeremy Sochan, but apparently he shoots the free throws one-handed as both of them get knocked through the cylinder again. And Jeremy Sochan making back-to-back free throws here. And here come the Sixers. Maxey to KJ Morton. Going to find Kyle Lowry around the screen is Maxey. Maxey to kick out. Yabusele for a second one. Got it! Deshaun Yabusele with his second made 3 tonight. Here come the Spurs as Chris Paul lets the ball roll to half court. CP3 puts it up for 2. Comes up short. Rebounded by Maxey. Here come the Sixers. Maxey going to walk with it down the floor. Can the Sixers look for a little bit of a buzzer beater? Maxey with about 7 seconds separating shot and game clock. Maxey faking the step back. Maxey battling against Chris Paul. Maxey still spinning. And that's going to be a shot clock violation as Maxey could not get it off. Lockdown defense here by the Spurs results in a shot clock violation on Tyrese Maxey's part. And now the Spurs will have a chance to either tie it up or be down by 1 at the half. Vassell to inbound. And he'll inbound to Harrison Barnes, back to Vassell. To Barnes for 3. Comes up short. And that will conclude this first half of this ridiculous and crazy and wild first half. Any adjective you want to use, describe this first half immediately, as we have gone back and forth in the first half, but it is a 3-point game here at halftime. It is your Philadelphia 76ers with 48, the San Antonio Spurs with 45, and 24 minutes have been played. And ladies and gents, on that note, through this crazy first half, we have approached halftime. So there you go, ladies and gents. There is your score at the end of the first half. There's your score right there, ladies and gentlemen. Sixers with a 3-point lead over the Spurs, 48-45. And this has just been a wacky first half, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you what to say the least. This first half has been bonkers. But ladies and gents, on that note, we're going to go ahead and go over the halftime stats here, and then we'll take the halftime break here, like we always do on the channel for every single Sixers game that we cover here on this channel. And we will also get to answering the trivia question after we go over the first half stats. So starting it off here on the San Antonio Spurs side, Jeremy Sochan is actually leading the way here for the San Antonio Spurs in this one with 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Devin Vassell in the starting 5 following it up with 11 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Victor Wembanyama following it up in the first half with 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 7 blocks. 7 blocks. Victor Wembanyama at this point, man, he is just an animal. But anyway, continuing on here with the first half stats, Chris Paul following it up with 6 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. And then going to the bench here, where we will round it off on the San Antonio Spurs side. Keldon Johnson ends off the first half with 4 points and an assist. And then rounding it off here for the San Antonio Spurs side is Stephon Castle, who ends off the first half with 4 points, a rebound, and an assist. To end off the first half stats here for the San Antonio Spurs. Now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side now as Tyrese Maxey ends up leading the way here for your Philadelphia 76ers at the end of the first half with 11 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Following it up off the bench here is Gershon Yabusele, who ends up the first half with 10 points, a rebound, and a block. Back into the starting five where we have Paul George following up with 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Joel Embiid, before getting ejected, will finish his night off with 9 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist, as well as 2 steals. Caleb Martin off the bench will end off the first half with 3 points and a rebound, as well as a steal. Then back to the starting five where KJ Martin will end off the first half with 2.6 rebounds and assists, as well as a steal. Kelly Oubre following it up with 2 points and 2 rebounds at the end of the first half. And then rounding it off here for the Philadelphia 76ers side is Andre Drummond, who ends off the first half with 2 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. So end off the first half stats here for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now over to the team stats now as the San Antonio Spurs are currently shooting the ball 42.1% from the field to your Philadelphia 76ers 37.2%. The Philadelphia 76ers are currently shooting the ball 33.3% from three-point range to the San Antonio Spurs 16.7%. The San Antonio Spurs are currently shooting the ball 90.9% from the charity stripe at 10 of 11 shooting. To the Philadelphia 76ers, 90% shooting, 9 of 10 from the charity stripe. The Philadelphia 76ers have out-rebounded the San Antonio Spurs overall 25-19. And same thing on the offensive side, 4 offensive rebounds to 0. In terms of assists, go in favor of the San Antonio Spurs at the end of the first half, 12-11. Steals go in favor of the Sixers at the end of the first half, 5-2. Blocks go in favor of the San Antonio Spurs, 8-1. And the Sixers have won the turnover battle at the end of the first half here, with them only having 6 and the San Antonio Spurs having 8. Points of the paint go in favor of the San Antonio Spurs, 16-14. And a total of 15 personal fouls called at the end of the first half, 7 on the San Antonio Spurs and 8 fouls called on the Philadelphia 76ers, with 3 of those fouls, ladies and gentlemen, resulting in technicals. But ladies and gents, on that note, that is going to go ahead and conclude the halftime stats here. And before we go ahead and take the halftime break, we will reveal the answer to our trivia question. But ladies and gents, because I'm wearing the shirt for the sake of Allen Iverson, we had to go ahead and do a question related to AI. But the trivia question of the day was, how many points did Allen Iverson score in Game 2 of the second round in the 2001 NBA playoffs? And once again, we did multiple choice. We said A, 40 points, B, 20 points, C, 54 points, and D, 31 points. So the correct answer to the trivia question, ladies and gentlemen, was actually 54 points for Allen Iverson for the amount of points that he scored in Game 2 in the second round of the 2001 NBA playoffs. And the first person to go ahead and get that right was actually SG Sports Talk, who actually went with C in saying that he does think that Allen Iverson did go for 54 points in that matchup, and he was correct. And we see a lot of criticism in the chat for what has been going on here. Star Wars 99, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through. This is the first second right-hand pitcher, Joe Ross, to a 1-year, $4 million deal. I mean, it's just more depth in the bullpen at the end of the day. Don't really expect too much out of Joe Ross. I've never even known who this guy even was. But hey, Star Wars 99, appreciate you coming through and stopping on by. Hit the like button if you're not done so. Appreciate you coming through the stream. But yeah, all this was old stuff. So, ladies and gents, on that note, that is actually going to go ahead and take us over to the halftime break here, ladies and gents. So y'all pretty much know how the halftime break works here on the channel, ladies and gentlemen. But for those of you out there that do not know how the halftime break works, it's pretty straightforward, ladies and gentlemen. Go get a snack, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you guys need to do. In order to get ready for the second half of this game between the San Antonio Spurs and the Philadelphia 76ers. And ladies and gents, on that note, I'll see y'all back here for the second half.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like. Find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared I walk a straight path. Not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb. I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up. Cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Inside your head, they'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like. Find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared I walk a straight path. Not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Inside your head, they'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like. Find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's...
Alright guys, I am back ready to go here for the second half, as the second half did get underway. We did get back a little bit late, but that is okay, as we welcome you guys back here to the second half of this matchup here to start for you guys' week between the San Antonio Spurs and the Philadelphia 76ers, as the Philadelphia 76ers did lead the San Antonio Spurs at halftime 48-45. The score is now 53-50 with 10:20 left to go here in the third quarter. And now Paul George will bring it down the other end and get it over to Gershon Yabusele. Yabusele going to back up and take it out to Martin, out to Oubre for three. Too strong off the back iron. Rebounded here by the Spurs. But the foul is going to be called here on San Antonio. Specifically, this foul is going to go against Chris Paul for a loose ball foul. So Paul George set to inbound the pass here. Inbounds to Maxey. Here we go. Maxey the ball off the inbound from Paul George. Guarded here by Jeremy Sochan. Going to get it over to Paul George. George going to back in. Pump fakes. George Kicks it out. Oubre cannot find it. Gershon tries to put it up, but this will be the second shot clock violation of the game here against Philly. And with 9:52 left to go, the Spurs will take possession of the basketball here and with a chance at tying up this ball game. Here we go. It's Chris Paul with the ball here for the Spurs. Chris Paul, CP3 finds Jeremy Sochan. Sochan kicks it out. Wembanyama launching a triple. Got it to go. Victor Wembanyama, a tough shot here for San Antonio, tying the game back up at 53. Here's Maxey with the ball. Maxey in the spin, kick it out. Yabusele to George. George guarded by Wemby. George spinning, fading one of the shot for two, and it's good for PG8. Paul George finding the cup. Here comes Vassell, who tries to go for the answer, blocked by Caleb Martin out to Wembanyama for three, and it's cash money for Victor Wembanyama. Here comes Paul George with the ball. George going to lay it up for two, cannot find it. Rebounded by Caleb Martin, who also cannot get it to go. But this foul will be called here against Chris Paul. And Caleb Martin will step to the charity stripe here to shoot two free throws with an opportunity to allow the Sixers to regain the lead. As you see, Paul George tries to lay it up, but gets denied at the rim by Victor Wembanyama. I think that might, what's that, his ninth block of the game? As the first one at the line is no good, off the mark from Caleb Martin. Yeah, Victor Wembanyama's got 8 blocks, man. This is ridiculous. Second one on the line for Caleb Martin is good. Let's go. The shot there from Caleb Martin. It would have been nice to get the lead back, but you know what? This is fine. Let's go. Take it one play at a time. Chris Paul's going to lob it up, and that is taken away and intercepted by Yabusele. In the hands of Paul George to Yabu. Yabu the drive. Yabu the layup is good. Gershon Yabusele with the layup here off the glass. 8.5 minutes remain here in the third. Here comes Harrison Barnes on the floor. Going to find Jeremy Sochan. Over to Chris Paul. Out to Vassell. Launching the three. Off the mark and missed it. Rebounded by Oubre. In the hands of Maxey. Maxey driving. Maxey picking the step back out to Oubre. To Yabusele. Yabu. Going to find George. George driving. Loses it. Out to Yabu. The triple from Yabu. Got it to go! Gershon Yabusele! Let's go, Yabu! That's what I'm talking about. 3 triples tonight for Gershon Yabusele. And what a night Gershon Yabusele is having tonight. Wemby gonna lob it up to Jeremy Sochan for the slam. And the alley-oop is connected. Oh my. Here we go. PG8 with the ball here. PG lays it up, but is fouled here on the floor by Devin Vassell. And the Sixers will keep the ball here with under 7.5 minutes to play here in this third quarter. So with under 7.5 minutes to play here in the third, the Sixers will keep the ball. Inbound passes into Yabusele, who will find Maxey. Caleb Martin the three. Got it! Caleb Martin increasing the lead here for Philly up to 6. Taking it from 3 to 6 go the Sixers. Here comes CP3 over to Devin Vassell, who will find Jeremy Sochan. Sochan backing in against PG. Kicking it out to Chris Paul. Paul the triple. Comes up short, rebounded by PG8. Now in the hands of Caleb Martin. Martin the drive. Spins. Bounce pass it. Yabu the triple for his 4th one. Cannot find it. Rebounded by Wembanyama. In the hands of Sochan. Sochan. Spinning. Trying to kick it out. Kicks it out to Paul. Out to Vassell. The triple in the corner. Cannot find it. Rebounded by Maxey. Here comes Philadelphia. Maxey gonna do it all by himself and does it all by himself. Tyrese! And a timeout called here by the Spurs. Talking things over, and the lead for your 76ers is up to 9. Off of the 3 here by Tyrese Maxey, and a couple clutch shots here by your 76ers to increase this lead and to potentially make it look like what is going to be the largest lead of the game for your 76ers in this one by far. 67-58, ladies and gentlemen. Your Philadelphia 76ers have the lead here at the Wells Fargo and have come out striking in the second half, looking to get a win here at home without Joel Embiid here for the remainder of this game. As the Sixers just continue to click on all cylinders to start out this second half. Let's go. How about this performance tonight by Gershon Yabusele off the bench? I mean, I'm loving this right now. I know he's not rebounding the ball or anything, but hey, anytime we can win this Gershon Yabusele going 5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3-point range, and put up 15 points off the bench, I'm taking that every single day of the week. Keep it going, Gershon. You're leading the bench right now. You're leading the charge off the bench. Let's go. Come on. Come on, man. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. Lineup changes in here for the Spurs as Keldon Johnson and Stephon Castle will enter the game here to replace Victor Wembanyama and Chris Paul. No lineup changes out of commercial break here for your 76ers. As Stephon Castle with the ball. Speaking of the rookie, here he comes down the floor. Going to find Devin Vassell back to Castle. Castle going to dump it off to Barnes. Launching a 3 from the veteran. Cannot find it. Rebounded by the Sixers. Here comes Oubre. Oubre going to try to lay up and gets it to go and one for Kelly Oubre Jr. and one coming for Kelly. All right, let's go. And one. Says, get out of my way, Devin Vassell. I'm taking all the way to the cup myself. Hurt my feelings if you would like to, because I'm going to make you pay. Free throw for Kelly Oubre is good. And KJ Martin also will enter the game to replace Gershon Yabusele. Here come the Spurs bringing it down the floor as the 3-point play is completed here by Kelly Oubre. Stephon Castle with the ball. Castle trying to hand it off to Vassell. But it's going to go out of bounds off of the Sixers, so we'll stay with the Spurs here with 5:49 left to go here in the third. Julian Champagnie will also enter the game to replace the veteran Harrison Barnes. Stephon Castle to inbound here to Jeremy Sochan, who will find Keldon Johnson. Johnson going to kick it out to Stephon Castle. Castle, the first round pick out of UConn, cannot nail the three. Rebounded by the Sixers. Here comes Maxey. Maxey, the step back to three. Got it! Tyrese! Here comes your Philadelphia 76ers. Here we go. Vassell with the ball off the pass from Sochan. Vassell kicking out to Castle. Castle going to spin. Puts it up. Hits it. Stephon Castle with a crazy circus shot. Here's Maxey dumping off the KJ Martin with the answer. And your Sixers will retain a 15-point lead with under 5 minutes remaining. Here's Vassell working against Martin. Banks it home off the glass. And that is a tough shot from Devin Vassell. And again, man, like I said, I like Devin Vassell. He is a really scrappy player. Maxey the step back three. Swirls the iron and misses, unfortunately. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here comes Castle. Down the other end, working against KJ Martin. Castle working, lays it up, gets it home, and one coming for Stephon Castle. And that's going to be a foul called against KJ Martin. And Stephon Castle will step to the charity stripe here for one more, looking to create a three-point play. Also coming back into the game, Charles Bassey, the former Sixer, will also re-enter the game to replace Jeremy Sochan this time. So the former Sixer will re-enter the game. Stephon Castle so far in this game with 8 points, shooting 4 of 5 from the field so far. Looking to make it 9 points here, and he does with the free throw made. And that will be his first free throw made of the game, by the way. Here we go. Paul George with the ball here. George going to his right guard here by the former Sixer Bassey. George, the shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Champagnie. Into the hands of Castle. Will find Bassey, who has that ball stripped away. It looks like it is going to stay with the Spurs. As well have a couple lineup changes here for your Sixers, as Reggie Jackson and Kyle Lowry, the veterans, will re-enter the game to replace Kelly Oubre and Tyrese Maxey. Stephon Castle inbounds to Bassey, and that's going to be a travel. You can't do that, Bassey. Welcome back to the Wells Fargo Center, as you're out here walking and we're out here doing the mambo. Let's go. We ain't going nowhere. Come on. Here we go. Here's Martin with the ball. Going to find KJ Martin. Caleb Martin with the one passing it. George puts it up. Cannot find it, but will be fouled in shooting motion by guess who, folks? The former Sixer, Charles Bassey. And Paul George will step to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 free throws. First one on the line here for PGA is good. Let's go. Ryan Rowe, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through and stopping on by. Says Go Sixers. You already know what it is, Ryan Rowe. Appreciate you for coming through. Hit the like button if you have not done so, Ryan. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. And same to my guy, Charles Zatterley. What's going on, Charles? Appreciate you for coming through and stopping on by as well. It's a great evening on the live stream broadcast. Always appreciate my loyal supporters for coming back in here. And this guy is one of them. Hit the like button if you have not done so, Charles. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. Hit the like button and subscribe to the OC Sports channel for outstanding content. Great play-by-play with professional commentary. Yes, sir, you already know. As both free throws are good at the line here for Paul George. And down the other end here, after the second free throw, we did have Victor Wembanyama enter the game to replace Devin Vassell. And with 3:40 left to go, we have a foul called here against Gershon Yabusele. Caleb Martin will also check out of the game, and KJ Martin will recheck into the game once again here. Inbound passes in here from Castle to Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson going to find Castle. Castle working against KJ Morton. Castle going to drive, going to lay it up on the right side for two, puts it up and one. And one coming for Stephon Castle, the rookie out of UConn, puts it up and in through the cylinder. And we'll get a shot at a three-point play here as well, with the free throw coming up here for the rookie. $11 points for Stephon Castle, 7 in the quarter, make it 12 points overall, and 8 in the quarter for Stephon Castle. Under 3.5 minutes remain. Here's Lowry with the ball. Lowry going to his right. And they're going to call, I think, an illegal screen against Gershon Yabusele. And that's another turnover here for the Sixers. And this will go the other way. Stephon Castle to inbound here to Trey Jones. Trey Jones with the ball. Lobs it up, and that's intercepted. Taken away by Yabusele, but then taken away by Castle, who launches a three and drills it. Stephon Castle getting out there close to logo land, but drills the three. Here comes PG8 down the other end. George looking, guarded by Keldon Johnson. George, the shot is up, and the shot is good for Paul George. That is big time when it matters most. Let's go. Champagny with the three down the other end. Rebounded by Wembanyama out to Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson back to Wembanyama, launching a three. Cannot find it. Rebounded by Kyle Lowry. Lowry trying to find KJ Morton, and that will be a turnover here for the Sixers. And the Spurs are starting to climb their way back into this game, as the Sixers will need a timeout. And Nick Nurse will call it here. 3 timeouts left here for your 76ers. 5 timeouts left for the Spurs. And your 76ers are hanging on to an 8-point lead, with the score now being 79-71. With also 2:28 left to go here in this third quarter. Charles Darley says, as customary, I usually hit the like button on my way into the live stream broadcast. Hey, man, I still appreciate it anyway, Charles, but, I just got to remind people anyway to get the memo here, and they should know the drill by now, but hey, just got to remind them, you know what I'm saying? Even if you do it a lot, still got to remind people, though, It's powerful indeed. Hey, man, you already know what it is. Let's go. In the meantime, here we do have a lineup change here for the San Antonio Spurs. We get back to your game coverage. As Stephon Castle, the rookie, will enter the game here to replace Devin Vassell. We also apparently got an update here on Andre Drummond, as he will be listed as out for the remainder of the game with a toe contusion. So we're going to see a lot more of Gershon Yabusele and hopefully a little bit of Dem Bona too. But here we go. Third quarter continues here. Stephon Castle is going to lay it up and lay it in past Kyle Lowry. Here we go. There's Reggie Jackson bringing the ball down the floor. Jackson guarded here by Trey Jones. Setting up the offense is Reggie Jackson. We'll get over to Gershon Yabusele. Yabusele going to find Kyle Lowry. Lowry going to find Reggie Jackson. Launching the three is Jackson. Swirls the iron, misses. Rebound initially by Yabusele, but it'll be picked up now by Stephon Castle. We'll bring it down the floor, goes up, misses the shot, and that's a charge on Stephon Castle. And we're taking it the opposite direction here, ladies and gents. Let's go. Great job here by Kyle Lowry just to take a charge. Who cares? Great job by Kyle Lowry to take a charge, man. I love it. Here we go. There's Lowry with the ball here with about a minute and a half to go here in the third. Lowry going to find George. George, the hierarchy triple, comes up short. Rebound here by Stephon Castle. And here come the Spurs. Castle going to find Keldon Johnson. Back out to Castle, putting the shot up for two. Can't find it. Rebounded here by PG8. Here come the Sixers, and here comes George. George kicking it out to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson can't make a shot, but that's because we do have a personal foul called against Stephon Castle, and San Antonio is out of fouls to give. So these are just going to result in free throws now for Paul George. We'll look to go 2 of 2 from the stripe and hopefully put 2 more points up here on the board. First one of the line here for Paul George is good. Overall, I would just say Paul George is doing solid. I mean, he's doing what he needs to be as like a second or third option. Well, in this case, the second option now, or maybe the number 1 option even, but definitely the second option alongside Tyrese Maxey. As both free throws fall here for Paul George, and now the Spurs take over. As Wembanyama with the ball gets over to Stephon Castle, out to Keldon Johnson, launching a three, can't find it. Rebounded by Yabusele, and here come the Sixers. Yabusele going to find Reggie Jackson, who's going to drive. Jackson going to get to KJ Martin, who cannot finish at the rack. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here comes the rookie Castle. Going to find Wembanyama, denied by the Sixers. However, we have a foul called in shooting motion here against Kyle Lowry. So Victor Wembanyama will step to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 free throws. So far tonight for Victor Wembanyama, 18.7 rebounds and 8 blocks tonight for the young up-and-coming center. First one at the line is good here for Victor Wembanyama. With a couple lineup changes here coming for your 76ers, as Kelly Oubre will enter the game here to replace Reggie Jackson, and Tyrese Maxey will enter the game here to replace KJ Martin. So KJ Martin and Reggie Jackson will both head off to the bench. 43 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. The 76ers remain up by 7. Second one of the line, also good here for Victor Wembanyama. Your Sixers still maintaining a 6-point lead with 40 seconds left. Here's Maxey with the ball. Maxey working at the top of the key. Maxey dancing, kicks it out. Lowry a triple. Got it to go. Kyle Lowry. And that's a big-time shot here for the veteran Kyle. Stephon Castle at the Wembanyama launching a long triple. Cannot find it. Rebounded by Maxey. And the Sixers will pretty much take the ball for almost the rest of the time. As Lowry with the ball, going to find Paul George. George with it, just going to kind of dribble it for a little bit. Maybe about a second separating shot in game clock. George looking, dribbles, dances, gets it to Lowry, back to George who puts it up, can't find it. It'll go out of bounds off of Keldon Johnson with 6/10 of a second left. And the Sixers will keep the basketball here. Looks like Kyle Lowry will inbound here. Lowry inbounds to Maxey, launching the last second shot, cannot find it. And that, ladies and gents, is how the third quarter here will come to a close. Your Philadelphia 76ers separating the lead away from the San Antonio Spurs here, as they were up by just 3 points at halftime to now being up by 9 points at the end of the third quarter. We have played 36 minutes here, ladies and gents. On to the final quarter we go. 36 minutes down. And ladies and gents, after commercial break, it's time for the fourth quarter. From the Wells Fargo Center here in Philadelphia, can your Philadelphia 76ers find a way to get the win? Or will the San Antonio Spurs find a way to bring on a come-from-behind victory and get past the 76ers and move to 16-13 on the year? Or will the Philadelphia 76ers pick up win number 10 on the season? We shall find out. The fourth quarter coming up next on NBC Sports Philadelphia. But yeah, ladies and gents, apparently it turns out that if you guys did not hear, Andre Drummond will not return to tonight's game due to a toe contusion. So for the remainder of the game, we will see a lot of Gershon Yabusele and hopefully some of Bona here and there in this fourth quarter. As Joel Embiid also got ejected too for getting into the ref's face too much. Joel Embiid got himself a double technical, so Joel Embiid is out for the rest of the game. You have to wonder now if Joel Embiid's going to get suspended for a game at all, or if it's just going to be a fine of some sort. I mean, we shall see, man. We shall see. Charles says, my beloved Philadelphia 76ers need this win tonight. Absolutely, man. You already know. So unfortunate with the injury. Yeah, man. Andre Drummond's a good backup center. He's the best backup center Joel Embiid's ever had. So, yeah, it sucks that him and Embiid are out for the remainder of the game. And we have to see, like, Gershon Yabusele for basically the rest of this game, pretty much. Unless we do get the opportunity to see a Bona for a little bit. I mean, I don't know, man. We shall see. But a couple lineup changes here to start off the fourth quarter as Caleb Martin will enter the game here to replace Paul George for the 76ers. And Chris Paul will enter the game here to replace Stephon Castle here for the Spurs. Champagnie with the ball will kick it out to Keldon Johnson to start off the fourth quarter here with the three, cannot get to go. Rebounded by the Spurs initially, but Joey Champagnie cannot keep the ball in play before touching the baseline out of bounds. And it will go with the Sixers. Here's Maxey bringing the ball down the floor. Maxey going to do a little skip to Malou. Going backwards, Maxey launching the three, can't find it. Rebounded here by the Spurs. Picked up by Wembanyama into the hands of Chris Paul. Paul looking for options, going to lob it up to Wembanyama. Wemby backing into Caleb Martin. And Caleb Martin will be called here for a foul on the floor. And the San Antonio Spurs will be set to inbound the basketball here with a chance to come away with some points. CP3 set to inbound the ball here for the Spurs. Inbounds it to Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama going to find Chris Paul out to Champagnie for three and knocks it down. Julian Champagnie just drains it. Now Caleb Martin down the other end. Martin going to drive. Going to kick it out to Yabusele, out to Lowry. Back to Yabusele, who will slam it down the hatches. And Gershon Yabusele bringing the lead back up to 8. And Gershon Yabusele just got a technical. What the heck? What do you get a tech for? Do you get tech for hanging on the rim? Dude, this league is soft. Like, just let the guys celebrate or do something. The NFL's the no fun league. The NFL is the no fun league, man. And then for the NBA, we can't even think of a name for that. I can't even think of a name for that, man. But here we go. Back to the broadcast here. Champagny into the corner for 3. Cannot find it through the cylinder. Rebound here by the Sixers. Here's Maxey with it. Gets over to Oubre. Over to Lowry. Lowry going to find Yabusele. Yabusele going to pump fake. Kicks out to Maxey. To Martin. The triple. Got it to go. Caleb Martin. Finding it for 3 from the corner. And your 76ers go up by 10. And another timeout called here by San Antonio to talk things over. And your 76ers will now work with the 10-point lead with under 10 and a half minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter. But yeah, guys, this game has honestly been something to say the least. Though. I mean, I like how competitive this game has been, though. This game is going back and forth. Like, it's been crazy, especially in that first half, though. But it's also crazy to me that we're witnessing Victor Wembanyama on the verge of a triple double, and it's not even with points, rebounds, and assists. It's with points, the points he has, the rebounds he needs 2 more of, and then in blocks he has 8 and needs 2 more of those for double-digit blocks on the night. Like, this is crazy. It's time for Maxey and Paul George to take over this game, though. It's time for them to take over this game. They probably might need to play the entire fourth quarter, man. I'll tell you what. They might need to play the entire fourth quarter. Here we go. Your game coverage is back on here between the Spurs and the Sixers. And Trey Jones will lose the ball right out the gate, and the Sixers will take over. Let's go. Come on. Here come your Sixers as Caleb Martin with the ball. Going to find Kelly Oubre at the left wing. Oubre going to go to work. Going to spin. Trying to work against Trey Jones. And Oubre will lose the ball out of bounds. And it will go with the Spurs. Here we go. It's Keldon Johnson with the ball. Keldon Johnson kicking out to Chris Paul. Paul guarded here by Caleb Martin. Paul going to flip it up to Keldon Johnson. Bounce passes it to Trey Jones, who lays it up and lays it in with the reverse. Here we go. Here's Maxey with the ball. Maxey guarded here by CP3. Maxey looking. Kicks it out to Lowry. Back to Maxey. Maxey to his right. Maxey going to throw a dart. Down to Martin. Out to Lowry for three. Comes up short. And it's going to go in possession of the San Antonio Spurs. So the Spurs will get the ball here on offense. And the 76ers will be on defense here. The Spurs take over. CP3 with the ball here, guarded by Caleb Martin. And Caleb Martin's going to be called for the foul here. Inbound passes in from Wembanyama to CP3. Wembanyama with the ball, loses it. Picked up by Oubre over to Yabusele. Will find Caleb Martin for the one-handed tomahawk. Caleb Martin down the other end. How about this? Trey Jones to Wembanyama for three. Got it. Unbelievable how this guy does it. A center in a guard's body, man. It's unbelievable. Maxey to Oubre. Back to Maxey. Run the pick and roll so far. Maxey jabbing. Working. Out to Lowry. Lowry the sidestep in the triple. Got it. Kyle Lowry with a big-time three from the corner. And your 76ers will go back up by 10. Trey Jones out to Champagnie for three, and it's good for Julian Champagnie. And the Sixers lead is back down to 7. Here's Maxey with the ball. Maxey back out to Yabusele. Back over to Maxey it goes. And Maxey will be fouled here on the play by Trey Jones. Here we go. The Sixers will get the ball. Caleb Martin set to inbound here. Martin inbounds the ball to Yabusele. Yabusele going to find Tyrese Maxey. Kicks it out. Martin the triple. Way off the mark. Rebounding here by Chris Paul. Here come the Spurs. CP3 going to kick it out to Champagnie. Launching a three. Got it. He made Kelly Oubre bite, and there was no turning back. Here we go. There's Kyle Lowry with the ball. And a timeout called here by the Sixers to talk things over. And the San Antonio Spurs are climbing their way back into this game, as now your 76ers are just barely hanging on to a 4-point lead with over 7.5 minutes remaining here in the game, as your 76ers lead the San Antonio Spurs right now just by 4 points, but the score now being 94-90 with just over 7.5 minutes to play here in the fourth. But yeah, guys, this game has just been insane tonight. This game has been something else, man. And the thing is, too, is that this game is also being televised on NBA TV, too. So this is also a national televised game. I think the only reason why was because they were expecting to see Joel Embiid against Victor Wembanyama, but now that Embiid got ejected, we can't see Embiid against Wembanyama for the rest of the game. And here we go. They're showing Joel Embiid getting ejected from the game again. Whoop-de freaking do. Come on, man. Let's go win this game for our boy. Let's go. Gotta win for both Joel Embiid and Andre Drummond. Let's go win this game for our boys, man. Let's go. And we will have a lineup change here coming out of commercial break as Paul George will enter the game to replace Gershon Yabusele. It's a good chance we see Paul George playing a little bit of the four in this one as well. And we shall see what they look to go with here. As they have a lineup of Maxey, Lowry, Oubre. I don't even know who the center is on the floor. They're playing small ball center. They're playing small ball center. As on the way up here with 7:32 left, Julian Champagnie will be called for the foul on the floor. If I had to guess who's playing center for this team right now at small ball, it's going to be Caleb Martin. And I hate saying that too. Like, why are we going small ball center? Why can't we just play a Dem Bona as Lowry misses the hook shot for the two? Martin on the second chance points, can't find it either. Rebounding here by the Spurs. CB3 just launching one just for the heck of it. It won't count anyway. Here we go. Champagne set to inbound here. Inbounds the ball here to Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson with over 7 minutes left to go. Keldon Johnson the bounce back to Julian Champagnie. And Champagnie gets grabbed onto by Tyrese Maxey. And this will be another inbound pass coming here for the San Antonio Spurs. Come on, man. Let's go. Champagnie with the ball here set to inbound. Inbounds the ball here to Devin Vassell. Vassell going to his left. Vassell dancing, dribbling, driving. Vassell guarded by Lowry. Vassell goes up, can't find it. And just like that, Kyle Lowry will be called for a foul here in shooting motion. And Devin Vassell will have a shot here to trim down the Sixers lead to 2 if he makes both free throws. First one is good at the line here for Devin Vassell, and so is the second. And just like that, the Spurs are on an 8-0 run here in the last minute and a half. Here come the Sixers who need something to answer here. As Lowry with the ball finds Caleb Martin. Martin looking for options, is going to find Maxey who drives. Maxey lays it up, gets denied at the rim again. Rebounded by the Spurs. Keldon Johnson and Champagnie back to Keldon Johnson. Trying to get out to Chris Paul, and that's intercepted by Maxey. Maxey to Martin. Out to George in the corner for 3, comes up short. Rebounded by Champagnie into the hands of Chris Paul. CP3 dribbling with it. Trying to set up the offense here, guarded by Caleb Martin. CP3 running into Kyle Lowry. CP3 dribbling, launches a 3 and hits it. Old man CP3 against old man Kyle Lowry, and CP3 goes up there and wins the battle. Here's Maxey with the ball. Maxey going to drive. Maxey going to take it himself. And Tyrese Maxey going to allow the Sixers to regain the lead with 5:40 left to go in the fourth. Here's Chris Paul. Bring it down the other end, crossing half court. CP3 driving. Kicks it out. Sochan puts it up. Can't find it. Rebounded by George. George going to get it out there to Maxey. Here we go. Maxey going to drive. Going to put it up for two. Can't find it. Rebounded by Champagnie. Into the hands of CP3. CP3 going to find Champagnie, and that's going to be a charge. Let's go. Here we go. Line changes here for both sides as Victor Wembanyama enters the game here to replace Keldon Johnson, and Gershon Yabusele will enter the game to replace Kyle Lowry. Maxey the ball finds Paul George. George going around the screen now, guarded by Vassell. PG trying to go up, gets denied. Yabusele the triple, can't find it. Rebounded by Champagnie in the hands of Devin Vassell. Here come the Spurs. Vassell trying to set up the offense here for a play. Vassell looking, guarded by Yabusele. Vassell goes up for two, comes up short, rebounded by Yabusele. Now in the hands of Caleb Martin. Martin going to find Yabusele. Yabusele looking, finds Maxey. Maxey going to dribble and drive, going to lay it up with the right hand, and Maxey finds it for the two. Big time shot by Tyrese with just over 4 minutes to play. Wembanyama pump faking. Finds CP3. Chris Paul going to drive. CP3 going to go up with it. Can't find it. Rebounded by Paul George for your Sixers. And now PG brings it down the other end. Oubre triple. Can't find it to increase the lead. Rebounded here by Devin Vassell. And now Vassell with the ball, going to find CP3 out to Champagnie for three. Got it. Of course, it's the former Sixer, Julian Champagnie. What are we doing, man? What are we doing here, letting Julian Champagnie get out here, get wide open? And this game is once again back to being tied at 98. And the Cardiac Sixers, ladies and gents, are in full effect right now. Cardiac Sixers in full effect, ladies and gentlemen. They are in full effect with under 3.5 minutes to play. What else is new? But yeah, guys, Cardiac Sixers in full effect. But you know what? This team is not done. This team is not done. I'm telling you guys, this team keeps on fighting. We're not done yet. Let's go. Let's go, baby. We're not done yet. We're not done yet, baby. Come on. It might be a tie game. We might have the Cardiac Sixers in full effect, but who cares? The Sixers are not done. 3.5 minutes to play. Let's freaking go. Let's go. We had to cut that a little bit short. Under 3.5 minutes to play. Maxey set to inbound. Maxey inbounds the ball to Paul George. George at the baseline. George, the reverse layup is good. And how about yourself an and one for PG8? Let's go. Chris Paul called for the foul in shooting motion. Let's freaking go. Come on. How about Paul George out here taking some contact? Let's go. Oh, what? Are they going to challenge it to see if anyone touched Paul George? Stop. Stop. Stop it. Nah, no way you're actually challenging it to see if Paul George actually got touched. Stop. But ladies and gents, being completely honest with you, I'm actually surprised that one player that we have not seen tonight in this game is Zach Collins. Like Zach Collins, overall, he's a really good player off the bench, and someone that was a that was potentially a Sixers trade target last year. It's like I'm a little shocked that Zach Collins is not getting minutes right now. But I mean, they must love having Charles Bassey in there. They must love having Charles Bassey in there for some mediocrity. Like Charles Bassey out here can't even make a shot for crying out loud. All right, Paul George with a shot with a chance here to make it a 3-point lead, and he misses the free throw. Come on, Paul George, you're better than that. What are you doing? Here we go. There's Chris Paul with the ball. Gets over to Wembanyama, launching a three, and we are just letting Victor Wembanyama shoot the ball. Like, what are we doing? Stop letting Victor Wembanyama shoot from deep. Stop doing it. Here comes the Sixers down the other end as Oubre gets it over to Paul George. George finds Maxey. Maxey going to drive. Maxey going to float it up for two. Can't find it. Rebounded by Sochan here for the Spurs. In the hands of CP3. Going to find Vassell. Vassell, the three-point shot. Comes up short as well. Maxey going to take it. Potentially all the way. Maxey taking it coast to coast. And Maxey puts it through the cylinder. Big time shot for Maxey. Let's go. Come on. We need defense, boys. We need defense for slightly under 2 minutes, probably. Because I really hope we can increase the lead. Let's go. And Champagny with the ball, going to find Wembanyama. Wembanyama, we need tough defense. Wembanyama the three comes up short, rebounded by Paul George. Let's go. Let's go. And Paul George will bring it down the other end. Let's go here. Come on. George with the ball, going to get over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey guarded here by Jeremy Sochan, going to get over to Paul George. George spinning. George fading away on the shot for two. Hits off the back rim. Come on, Paul George. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here comes CP3 down the other end. CP3 looking for options, spacing the floor. CP3 looking for options, guarded by PG. CP3 coming inside. CP3 loses it, takes a tough shot and hits it. What on earth, man? What on earth is going on? We're letting CP3 out here take circus shots. Are we serious? Come on now, let's go. Let's answer, boys. Come on. Maxey the ball here. Maxey the three-point shot. Misses it. Come on, Tyrese. Picked up here by the Spurs. And Champagny throws it to nobody. Throws it right to Maxey. And how about a driving dunk for Tyrese? And one. Making his presence known as the Mad Max himself. Let's go, Tyrese. One more coming for the Mad Max. Let's go. He says, I'm going up, making a play. How about an and 1-2? And he's screaming into the grandstands. You gotta love it. I love this man, Tyrese Maxey, man. That's why his jersey sits right here. Usually it's on me, but I got the AI jersey. I got the AI shirt on today. I don't care. Maxi's still right here, though. The free throw is missed by Maxi, but Yabusele comes away with the rebound. Here we go. Here's Maxi with the ball. Maxi to the right. Maxi driving. Tries to get it to somebody, and it'll be a kick ball off the Spurs. Let's go. Sixers will keep the ball, and the clock will reset to 14 seconds. That would be the shot clock, in other words. Play clock is still at 40 seconds remaining. Come on, man. It's coming down to like the final seconds. Let's go. Come on, please. For the love of God. Here we go. Maxi with the ball. Inbounded. Here's Maxi working at Soche. Maxi. The three. 4-point lead. Got it! Tyrese! Letting everybody know. He ain't done yet. He's him. Tyrese Maxi is him. Learn his name, America. Learn this man's damn name. Tyrese Maxey. Learn his name, America. Because Tyrese Maxey just gave the Sixers a 4-point lead with under 30 seconds to play. Learn his name, America. Learn this guy's name. That's right. 107 to 103 with 29.8 seconds left. Let's freaking go. Oh, yeah, man. If we win this game tonight, we're absolutely waking up the neighbors. I don't care, man. We have to wake up some neighbors tonight to start off the week. We got to wake them up right before it gets to Christmas, man. You already know. Oh, my gosh, man. I don't know how they're doing this, but I'll take it. Let's go. No lineup changes made by either team. 37th game for Tyrese Maxey with 5 or more three-point field goals made, which is the most in Sixers history. Inbound passes in. Here we go. CP3, the three ball. Cannot find it. Rebounded by Maxey. Just has to hang on to it, and Maxey will take the foul. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Come on. Maxey taking the foul. Let's go. Come on. And the Spurs have reached their limit on fouls. Maxey going to the strike for 2. Let's go. Come on, Tyrese. We need these free throws. Please. Please, Tyrese. The Mad Max is out here to make y'all pay. Shout out to every team in the draft in the NBA draft many years ago for passing up on number 0. First one of the line is good for Tyrese Maxey. Let's go. Come on. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's finish this game. Second one of the line for Maxey is no good. Rebounded by Oubre. Will lay it up and in! Kelly Oubre! Let's go! 8-0 run for the Sixers in the last 50 seconds. Champagny the 3. Got it. I don't think it's going to be enough time. I don't know. Oubre taking it down the floor and is fouled by Soche. Let's go. 2 more free throws, baby. Come on. Come on, Kelly. Make these free throws, man. Let's go. Stay focused, rooted, and grind. Unmovable. Philadelphia 76ers. Yes, sir. In the morning, you have 2 choices. A, to continue to dream about your goals, or B, wake up and chase them. Hey, man, it is what it is. First one on the line is good, by the way, for Kelly Oubre. Around towards the end of the game. See what happened there. Second one on the line for Oubre is off the mark. Rebounded by the Spurs. CP3 to Champagne. Can't hit it, and that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Your Philadelphia 76ers somehow, some way, will find a way to get another win here and get the win over the San Antonio Spurs by a final score of 111 to 106. Let's go. NBA Action's fantastic coverage on the USA Sports channel. Yes, sir, you already know. Always great to have you all joining us on the live stream broadcast. You're valued indeed. Yes, sir. Let's freaking go, man. What a win. Player of the game tonight, Tyrese Maxey, without a doubt. No question. 32 points, 12 of 25 from the field, 5 of 11 from 3, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. Almost had a triple-double tonight. Third double-double of the season for Tyrese Maxey. And what a game out of the Mad Max, and what a win. Unbelievable. Wow, man. What a game. What a game that this was. But this right here, ladies and gents, this was a phenomenal win at the end of the day. Great win. They had to find a way to get the win, but boy, did they ever find a way to win the game. Let's go. But hey, man, before we wake up the neighbors, let's celebrate, man. Let's go. Play that rock music, baby. Let's go. Let's go. What a win. What a win, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's freaking go. Guys, just jam out, man. Getting the win. Feels good. Let's go. All right, ladies and gents, that's enough of that. We got more important business to take care of here. Hold up. Just go ahead and. Here we go. All right, ladies and gents, we got more important business to attend to here. So let's go ahead and get right into it. But before we get into that business real quick, ladies and gents, you already know there's one thing we got to do and one thing only. Before we go ahead and attend to our business of going over the final stats and everything, you guys already know, man, what we got to do. You guys already know. We got all the regulars up in here. Everyone knows what. Everyone up in here knows pretty much what has to be done, but it has to be done. Sorry, neighbors, but at the end of the day, we got to do it. We got to wake y'all up. And there's only one way, and one way only, that we can celebrate. And ladies and gents, you already know. That's by waking up the neighbors. And what do we do to wake up these neighbors, ladies and gents? What do we do? Oh, yeah, that's right. We do one thing and one thing only. Mr. Producer, go ahead and do it for the one time. Play the song. Yes, sir, man. Let's freaking go. Let's go. This is a big time win. Vic, against Victor Flopanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. I love it, man. What a win this was. But ladies and gents, I know we didn't get 10 likes up on the stream. Because usually for 10 likes we would automatically play the song twice. But ladies and gents, I gotta know in the chat, man. Do we run it back and continue to wake up the neighbors? The neighbors are sleeping right now. They're trying to get sleep before Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. They're trying to get sleep right now. We're out here trying to say no. I gotta hear from the chat, man. Do we run it back and continue to wake up the neighbors? Do we run it back and continue waking up these neighbors? Let's go. Let me know, chat. Come on. We got the word. Charles says, BLSG, you gotta run it back. It's been a while since we ran it back twice, but this time around, we are gonna do it. So, music producer, don't be going too far yet. You're not done yet. You still gotta do a little bit more business here, music producer, but you gotta go ahead and do it for the second time because the chat has spoken at this very moment. Music producer, get back in your spot. We need to wake up the neighbors a second time. They're not pissed off enough, so we gotta piss them off big time. Music producer, go ahead and run it back for the second time. Play the song. Let's go, guys. That is a big time win here for our Philadelphia 76ers at the end of the day when it is all set and done. That is a big time win. 111 to 106 win over the San Antonio Spurs. That's what I'm talking about, man. What a big time win this was. This was a big time, massive win. Massive W. W's in the chat, everybody. Let's go. W's in the chat. W's in the chat, everybody. Let's go. But yeah, man, what a win this was. This was a big time win against a good team too. San Antonio was a good young squad. Like San Antonio is a really good team, man. but but yeah, man, this was a big time win. Ladies and gents, as we're going over the final stats here, go ahead and drop your one word to go ahead and describe this game here. Give me your one word to describe tonight's game, man. Give me your one word reaction to describing this game tonight. As we're going through the final stats, and then towards the end of the game, we'll read off some final comments here, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here for the remainder of the night. Starting it off here on the San Antonio Spurs side here, Victor Wembanyama leads the way here for the San Antonio Spurs in this one, despite taking the loss. He was the team's top player tonight with 26 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and 8 blocks. Following it up off the bench, actually, was the rookie out of UConn, Stephon Castle, who ends off the night with 17 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist, as well as a steal. Julian Champagnie off the bench with 15 points, 8 rebounds, and an assist, as well as a block. Devin Vassell with 15 points as well, in addition to 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block as well. Jeremy Sochan with 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. Chris Paul in the starting 5 with 12 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, and a steal. Keldon Johnson off the bench with 4 points, a rebound, 2 assists. And then rounding it off here for the San Antonio Spurs side is Trey Jones, who ends off the night with 2 points and 3 assists, as well as two steals and a block to end off the final stats here for the San Antonio Spurs. Now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side now, as Tyrese Maxey was able to lead the way for the Philadelphia 76ers in this one with a double-double of 32 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, as well as 3 steals. Paul George following up in the starting 5 with 19 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 assists as well. Nearly a double-double tonight for Paul George, but Paul George has really started to turn things around here for the team. Still not playing up to 100% as we would expect him to, but when Joel Embiid gets ejected from a game, we expect Paul George to just come out here and do what he possibly can. So at the end of the day, really solid performance tonight by Paul George. I still want to see him make a couple more threes, though, and just at the end of the day, make a few more shots. So at the end of the day, still a really solid night from Paul George, though, now actually take it in a situation like this. Then continuing on with the stats here, Gershon Yabusele off the bench with 17 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, and a block. Caleb Martin off the bench coming through when it matters most. While playing 27 minutes, finishes with 12 points, 5 rebounds, and a steal and a block each. Kelly Oubre in the starting 5 didn't have his best performance, but still finished with 10 points, 6 rebounds, and an assist. Just found other ways to simply impact the game, you know what I'm saying? As for Joel Embiid, he, again, like we've been saying, he finished the game with 9 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist, as well as 2 steals. Kyle Lowry off the bench finishing with 6 points, a rebound, and 4 assists. KJ Martin with 4.6 rebounds and an assist, as well as a steal. And then rounding it out here for the Philadelphia 76ers side before he got hurt is Andre Drummond, who ends off the night with 2 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist to end off the final stats here for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now over to the team stats now as the San Antonio Spurs finished up shooting the ball 45.7% from the field to the Philadelphia 76ers 41.9%. The Philadelphia 76ers finished up shooting the ball 36.4% from three-point range to the San Antonio Spurs 33.3%. The San Antonio Spurs finished up shooting the ball 94.4% from the charity stripe, shooting 17 of 18, while the Philadelphia 76ers finished up shooting the ball 17 of 23 from the charity stripe, which was right at 73.9%, almost 74%. The Philadelphia 76ers overall out-rebounded the San Antonio Spurs in this one 47-42, and the same thing on the offensive side of the ball 9-3. In terms of the assists, that goes in favor of the San Antonio Spurs in this one 24-22. Steals go in favor of the 76ers 11-4. Blocks go in favor of the San Antonio Spurs 12-2. The 76ers were able to win the turnover battle in this one. 11 turnovers for the Sixers, 18 by the San Antonio Spurs. Points in the paint go in favor of the 76ers here as well, 38-30. And a total of 39 personal fouls called, 21 on the San Antonio Spurs and 18 on the 76ers, with 4 of those 18 fouls being technical fouls on the 76ers players. And ladies and gents, on that note, that is how the final stats here come to an end in this one. Again, the 76ers get the win over the San Antonio Spurs in this one by a final score of 111-106. The 76ers will move to 10-17 on the season, while the San Antonio Spurs will fall to 15-14 on the season. So the 76ers getting their 10th win is big. Take it one game at a time, see if you can find your way back into the playoffs. See if you can find a way into the 7 to 10 area. Just take it one game at a time and hopefully, hopefully win as many games as you possibly can. But at the end of the day, ladies and gents, it is what it is, though. Now let's go to the chat here, see if anyone has some final thoughts. Charles Adderley out here dropping W's in the chat. Much needed win tonight by my beloved Philadelphia 76ers. Hey, same here, man. You already know. Charles Adderley's one word to describe tonight's game was riveting. Hey, man. Absolutely. I mean, this game was just tight all around. But my one word for this game, bonkers. Because this game was bonkers today. Seriously. This game is going back and forth and back and forth. We had multiple players get injured. We had multiple players get ejected. Well, we definitely had Joel Embiid get ejected from the game for sure. We had Andre Drummond leave the game with a toe contusion. We had Embiid get tossed after arguing with the ref constantly. So yeah, man, that's my one word. That's my one word for sure, man. You already know. Oh, I didn't even see this. KJ Martin ended up leaving the game for the 76ers with foot soreness. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that. I know Drummond left the game with the toe contusion, but I didn't realize KJ Martin left the game too. So yeah, man. But hey, Sixers get the win at the end of the day, 111 to 106, moving the record to 10-17 on the year. But yeah, man, good win. Happy holidays from my house to your house, those who see and host in chat. And happy holidays to you, Charles Adderley. I might stream the Christmas Day game against the Boston Celtics. I might stream that. I'm not sure. I don't know if there's any NFL going on that day. I don't know. See if anyone will be interested in the NFL games, man. I really don't know. People might be watching the Ravens and Texans game. People might be watching that. That's on Netflix. It looks like. But hey, man, it is what it is. This game was bonkers today. We know it just from watching it and witnessing it right in front of our very eyes. Hey, man, it is what it is. Hey, Charles, man, if I don't see you on Wednesday if I don't stream the game, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Hopefully, your family and everybody's doing well. And hopefully you stay safe, man. You stay safe out there. Much blessings and favor. Hey, man, you already know. You already know it. Moving forward, upward, onward together as a network family, united for in WSG Sports. Yes, sir, you already know. Till next stream, peace. Hey, man, Charles, appreciate you coming through, my guy. And before we go ahead and sign off, ladies and gents, I just want to say if I'm not here on Wednesday to stream the Sixers and Celtics game, I want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays, man. Especially a very Merry Christmas because we will probably be back with content before the weekend here. We'll definitely be back with some content. But just in advance, I want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas if I do not stream the game on Christmas Day against the Celtics at 5 o'clock. So, I mean, we shall see. But hey, man, on that note, ladies and gents, I think that's going to pretty much go ahead and do it for me here in this one. There's no final thoughts up in here in the chat. I've got to all those already. So I think, ladies and gents, I think we're going to go ahead and cut it off here. But again, appreciate everybody that came through and stopped on by tonight. Shout out to all you guys. All you guys are amazing that have supported from whenever you started watching me all the way up until now. I appreciate every single one of you guys that have supported this channel for a long time coming. And hey, let's take it one piece of content at a time. And let's continue to improve on for next year. But hey, man, it is what it is. But on that note, ladies and gents, that's pretty much going to go ahead and do it for me here in this one. Be sure to like and subscribe if you guys have not done so, ladies and gents. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out. The Sixers win. Let's go. Peace, everybody. Have a great rest of your night, man. God bless and peace.